Hey, everybody, this is Joe Joseph, and this is the DailySheeple.com's news shot, studyfinds.org. Check it out. It's basically an aggregator of all of these studies that take place within academia or industry. They go ahead and this place gives you all the latest study headlines, which is kind of cool. But anyway, there was a study conducted that looked into the effect of fake news on the election. And did it or did it not have any potential impact? And wouldn't you know it, researchers come to find out that fake news did not alter the election results. Oh. It says as social media sites like Facebook and Snapchat move to eliminate fake news reports from their sites, researchers from Stanford and New York University say Americans can be sure of one thing. The phenomenon did not affect the results of the presidential election. The new study released last month investigated the influence that fake news may have had on President Trump's victory. NYU economics professor Hunt Alcott and Stanford economics professor Matthew Gentzkow led the research, and the pair ran a series of tests to determine which fake news articles were circulated, how much of it was circulated, and the amount of voters that believed the stories to be true. Once they gathered an assortment of fake news story, Gentzkow and Alcott used fact-checking resources in order to verify that the stories were fake. And then they conducted a post-election survey that consisted of 1,200 voters. Participants were asked what their primary or most important source of 2016 election news was. Next, they were presented with a list of true and false news stories and asked 2 questions concerning each individual story. And the first was whether or not the participant remembered seeing the story. The second question asked whether or not they believed the story. And although fake news stories in Trump's favor were shared more than 30 million times compared to 8 million for Hillary Clinton, the authors of the report had determined that the stories still did not reach enough voters nationwide to change the election results. Quote, the average American saw and remembered 0.92 pro-Trump fake news stories and 0.23 pro-Clinton fake news stories, with just over half of those who recalled seeing fake news stories believing them. The authors wrote, and here's the other. There's always a but here, and this is the but. But for fake news to have changed the outcome of the election, a single fake article would need to have the same persuasive effect as 36 television campaign ads. So let that just sink in for a second. And the moral of the story here, folks, is don't believe what they tell you because it is fake. You want to know what's fake? A lot of our reality, that is just the honest to God truth. When you look at what's fed to us, when you look at the information stream and see what's being peddled out there as current events, what you come to find out is there's nothing real about the current events. Or let's just say that there's enough deception built into it to ruin the whole thing. You know? It's a green screen reality we live in, folks, and that's the God's honest truth. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the DailySheeple.com's news shot, and I'll have one again for you real soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great